You wouldn't know it to look at him now as he walks among Hollywood elite, but Sergeant Major Keith Craig, who in more than 30 years of service, dozens of awards through 6 combat tours of duty, and now author of the book Serving to Lead. Sergeant Major Keith Craig joins me this morning. Thank you for your time spending with me this morning. Tell me about this. The title of your book, Serving to Lead. Why that title, and who is your intended audience?
Well, Serving to Lead, the title with intent was because it's an oxymoron, right? Nobody grows up and goes to college and university to become a leader and looks at themselves as serving to lead. Everybody wants to get the accolades that comes along with that, along with the financial gains, financial rewards. So what I've understood since I've left the military was that in other aspects of life, people do it differently. In the military, we believe in this mission is the people, and then myself, the Sergeant Major, eats last. In the other facets of life, you know, most often the leaders eat first. So I just wanted to paint a picture that serving to lead, that's really why you are bestowed all those great gifts as far as power and leadership, is to really help your subordinates grow and thrive in their own personal careers. This
certainly looks like it's something that could work in our political climate right now. Did you intend for it to be used in that way for the political leaders who are now in charge these days?
Absolutely. I mean, when you look at the global pandemic that we have, and definitely how we saw the pandemic come upon us in February, we definitely haven't reacted in the right way. With the proper leadership, we could have identified the problem and put mitigating circumstances in place in order to at least, you know, make this problem go away sooner, or at least make people more responsible at the states and local levels.
For those people who don't know, Sergeant Major, you can't get any higher non-commissioned than Sergeant Major. So I want to ask you, when you got into the military, how much did the military shape your focus on leadership, or was some of that already ingrained in you as you came into the military and it was refined as you went along?
Well, I think, Kimber, I think some leaders are born, but what the military taught me was the importance of leadership, because as those other people, the leadership isn't born within them. They can be taught and trained how to be great managers of other soldiers and as well as, you know, civilians. So it really shaped everything I know about leadership as it pertains to understanding what the vision is, understanding what a mission is, understanding how to make a plan for the vision and the mission, and then operationalizing the plan.
You've done a good job making a transition from the military, but along the way, you've also been a big advocate for veterans and their ability to function outside of the military if given a chance. Why is that so important to you?
Well, I look back on my struggles and my anxiety that I had. You know, you mentioned earlier that I've been to combat 6 times and served with some of the greatest leaders in the history. But however, one of the hardest things I've ever had to do was transitioning and leaving the military to come into another space, if you will. So I can only imagine me serving 32 years and having all the schooling and training that I've had, how a young soldier transitioning out of the military would definitely be met with all kinds of hurdles and obstacles. So it's very important to me to help corporations and organizations and institutions understand that these soldiers definitely can be trained. And when you talk about values and morals and their character, it's not to be questioned. You definitely want this person to be in your corporate boardrooms.
Recent headlines have focused on Russia possibly offering bounties for the Taliban. What's your take about that? You obviously, what's more disturbing to you about that? Is it more disturbing that it might have happened, or it might have happened and nothing has been done about it?
Both. I'm disturbed that the intel, so we hear, has provided, you know, and updated a briefing to this administration, and somehow, it didn't come to the forefront of being the priority, you know, that was given. So I'm disturbed that the soldiers had bounties on them. You know, my soldiers, you know, because, you know, people that I've served with are still in, and $100,000 in your head to kill you, to take you away from your family, is very disturbing to me. I'm appalled by that.
Looking back now, who would you have ever thought that this is where you would be now, considering where your life started and how you made this transition?
Not at all. You know, as you know, from reading the book, I come from a small town in the middle of nowhere in Alabama. So Never in 1,000 years would I have ever thought that, I would have had the ability, capacity, focus, direction, or just the blessings to be able to land where I've landed today. So I'm very, very grateful. So, part of the reason I wrote the book was pretty much, if I can do it, you can too, because I wanted to provide inspiration to people who coming from, little less means than I had, that you definitely can come out in front if you just stay focused and put your mind to it and don't let nobody tell you no.
How comfortable are you being a role model?
I think it's something that I have to grow into, obviously. Again, because as a sergeant major, you used to sit in the stage and the platforms for the generals and the admirals and the commanders. You're not normally the one that's out front, and you're used to taking care of the soldiers. So, but as my team has told me, it's something that, Sergeant Major, we need you to be out here providing direction, guidance, and giving wisdom to other people so that they can be better served out here and know that, leadership is, it's an honor to be a leader, but it's also helping young people understand that, you deserve to have a great leader in your life.
Well, I thank you for doing this book. I know it's going to be a success. It already is across many areas, and so best-selling in a lot of areas. Sergeant Major Keith Craig, thank you. Title of the book is Serving to Lead, published in June 2nd, and already is number 1 or 2 across a number of categories. Congratulations and good luck as you continue on.
Thank you so much for having me, Kimbrell.
Appreciate
Thank you
it.
very much.